All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the JR Raymond channel. Actually, this is on my personal channel where we're going to talk about the 6 bowling balls I brought to the RPI. We're bowling on a 43-foot lane condition, a lot like last year. And last year, and in this building in general, playing straighter seems to be a very good option all the time. It didn't really matter what distance the pattern was. This building likes to be played straighter up. So you're gonna see a lot of lefties using the purple hammer. You might even see a lot of right-handers using a purple hammer to start. And you probably won't see a whole lot of people getting too far left. The people last year who did the best seemed to play straighter. Carlos, who ended up winning last year, used a purple hammer the entire time. And he never really got left of 15, I don't think. At least in match play, he certainly never did. And he used a purple hammer the whole time. I was using a Nova and a Fantasy Days during qualifying, and I never got left of 10, 12 maybe at most. And then in match play, I moved right and used purple hammer. And I had a chance to win in the round of 8 and got beat by Graham Falk, but definitely had a chance to win that match and screwed that up. So, but it looked good. You know, I bowled pretty well, and I'm looking to kind of repeat and maybe even bowl a little bit better this year at the RPI. I shouldn't even be out here, so it's kind of like, you know, I didn't even really deserve to be out here. I didn't bowl very good throughout the year. So we're going to talk about the 6 balls that I brought. Yes, I only brought 6. I've just decided that I need to limit my choices. I need to make it to where I'm not overthinking and trying to be the best mental, you know, the best bowler that makes the best decisions all the time. I just need to throw the ball and just let the ball tell me what to do. So I'm going to do that this year. Starting with the solid bowling balls, obviously the first ball that will be looked at for the pattern, I just mentioned it, will be your purple hammer. This purple hammer has a 3.5-inch pin. I never drill bowling balls that strong unless it's urethane. If it's urethane, I want it to be strong all the way through the lane and keep going all the way around. And that allows me to create a little bit of movement throughout the entire lane, creates that arc, the big strong arc all the way around, rather than having one that's going to stand up and then go straight, or have one that's going to get down lane and then make a little bit of a hockey stick type motion down there. We're going to get rid of that. So I do have a 5-inch pin purple hammer, but I didn't bring it with me because of that. I will need to bring 2 purple hammers with me, because if one doesn't work, both are irrelevant. No sense in doing that, because again, like most of you know already, the cover stock is the most important part of a bowling ball. The next ball that might surprise some of you, unless you watched a couple of my last videos, is going to be that Jackal Ambush. This one has a 4.5-inch pin with a lower third angle, or a higher third angle. It's I think it's 50 degrees. It's either 45 or 50. It might be 45, which puts that pin directly above my bridge. The first angle looks like it's less than, I think I did this one at 30 degrees because I remember with the motive stuff I needed to get it started. And I did change the surface. I brought the surface up to 2000, so it's not as early as what it was. So I can make it a little bit different than this final solid bowling ball that I have. If I can get it out of here on my Velcro, which is my Gem Solid. This has been my daddy. This has been my baby for a long time. Even though I don't get to use it a lot, it is the #1 ASIM solid in the world, and I don't think it's even close. But this has a 5-inch pin on it. This one delays just a little bit and continues to be nice and smooth, but continuous down lane. This one allows me to play the lanes when there's a lot of soup on the lanes. I can get the ball going left to right, and it still continues down lane and goes through the pins. And it allows me to play straight as well. When I need to play straight, it's perfect for that. So that bag's out of the way. That's my solids. For the pearls, if they break down, now I did bring stronger pearls. I didn't bring any weak pearls. I brought mostly stronger pearls. The first one, which will be coming to no surprise by anyone, will be that exotic gem. Very similar to the gem. A lot of the same shape, but it's cleaner. So I'm kind of hoping that my gem is the absolute daddy, and then I can just transition to this ball once I get too far left, which even the gem doesn't make it to where I get too far left. But if it does, and I need something just a little bit cleaner on a pair or quicker down lane, I go to this guy. And this is that same layout as what that Ambush is, that 40, this one is 45. So this one doesn't have as low a first angle, 45 by 4.5 by 45 on this guy. So that pin is right up above the bridge. So you can see that is my favorite ball in my bag right now. If I can use that, used to be the dark coat, became this one. It's kind of close. These next two are really, really good too. So we'll move on. The next strongest that I brought is another ASIM pearl, which would be, where's the label? The Absolute. Now, I know you guys haven't seen this review yet. I'm gonna get some footage out here of me throwing this in practice session and might be able to make a quick little review for you out here and give you a little bit of a heads up. But what I can tell you right now is this ball is a lot like the Exotic Gem for me, but it's cleaner and a little quicker down lane. Allows me to play the same part of the lane as the Exotic Gem, but the shape is different, so it's just enough. It's probably 1.5 to 2 feet further down lane than the Exotic Gem, and it's a little sharper off the spot. But that cleanliness makes it to where it can get to the same spot as the Gem, but it changes the shape. It's much sharper instead of rolling a little bit sooner. So you can play the same part of the lane as the Exotic Gem, but it gives you a different shape. So when my Exotic Gem isn't carrying, or if it's a little bit too early and rolly and it's leaving flat 10s or something, and I need something a little bit quicker or something just a pinch longer, Absolute's the way to go. And if the Absolute isn't quite getting it done, and I need something to be still somewhat quick, but the same amount of distance, maybe not as quick down lane, but the same amount of distance down lane, then we have a symmetrical pearl in the Zen. The Zen ball good. Zen ball has to go all the time. This is the first time, and it's got that 45 by 40 by 45 layout as well. This is the first time I didn't take the dark code with me. Simply because the dark code's a lot like my Zen, except it's a little quicker down lane, and it would overlap. It would be in between my Zen and my Absolute, so that's too much overlap. I wouldn't need that much right there. So I've got 6 balls to work with. We're gonna make them work. We're just gonna throw good shots, and we're gonna try to read some ball reaction and see what we can come up with. Kind of hoping that the purple hammer is not in play, so that way reactive balls, I get a chance to do some shot making and make some good ball changes and hand changes and stuff like that. But if the purple hammer's in play, oh well, I guess we're gonna strike at will with the purple hammer. We'll see. But this is what I brought: 6 bowling balls, 6 different shapes, and a whole lot of good shots, hopefully. So got my I did bring these shoes instead, the new 8s. These ones are pretty rocking. I switched to these instead of the 6s, and I've had no problems. I know a lot of you have heard me say that I only wear the 6s because of the wide base. These are flat-footed as well for me. They're not sitting up. They don't have a weird insole in them, so these are pretty flat for me. I've been using these for the last month or so, and they've been great. And I like the BOA system on the top of the sole, on the top of the shoe instead. So these have been fantastic for me. So I'm going to continue to use these. And because I've been having a little bit of an elbow issue, I actually started wearing a elbow compression sleeve that just wraps right around that inside of my elbow. It's not really been an issue. It's just I start to feel it get a little bit tender. So I think a lot of it's just from working out and everything, and doing them curls in. But I've started wearing this, and it seems to warm my elbow up and warm my arm up much quicker and keep it warm, and I don't have a problem when I'm wearing this. It doesn't hurt at all. So I'm in good shape. I can feel it's a little tender right now, but it's not super sore. Wear this, I'm good to go. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I just kind of wanted to check you guys in on what I brought with me, and I'm gonna get out of here. We gotta head down. We're gonna practice tonight at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Vegas time, so that would be 7 o'clock out east. Practice a little bit. Probably going to go up and get some footage of the old guys. The old guys are starting their qualifying block at 11 o'clock, so here in another hour or so they're going to be qualifying. They got their practice in and stuff, and yeah. So I got into the gym this morning. I went in there a little bit. See, I'm a little pumped. No. Got into the gym this morning, got a little routine. If you're on my Facebook, you can see my warm-up routine in there. It's a little bit of chest press, just 1 set chest press. You don't want to overdo it in the mornings because you still have to bowl in the afternoon, but you do want to loosen your body up, loosen your muscles up, and getting the blood flowing helps the mind as well. So just 1 set chest press, and then we did 1 set curls, 25 push-ups. We did 1 set of leg press, just lighter weight. You don't want to overdo it with heavy weight. And then you just spend 5 minutes on the bike and get your heart rate up just a little bit. You get the blood flowing all through most of your muscles in your body, and you're good to go. So nice little 25, 30-minute workout, and you're solid. So just try to do something like that in the morning. That's what I'm trying to do now, and I'll do it every day before I bowl. just to get your blood working and getting your blood flowing and doing everything you got to do. So hopefully, hopefully I'm doing all the right things. I believe I am, and I think we're ready to go. So hopefully we bowl really well this week and can get a good start to the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas. But I'm out of here. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Take care.